Good morning, all. My name is Naveed Varakekara. I welcome you to this presentation on Reflective Practice Report. Today, I will guide you through a journey on focusing its critical role in enhancing business and organization performances. My agenda will cover an introduction to reflective practices and evaluation of the strengths and weaknesses, the strategic plans, and to address these weaknesses, the personal development traits required for business planning, the future plans for my clothing line, and the learning outcomes I've achieved so far will will be done. So let's start from the introduction. The overview and the self reflection is a business environment in a powerful practice that allows individuals and organizations to analyze their actions, decisions, and strategies through interpretation. This process leads to a deeper understanding of one's strengths and weaknesses, aligns personal values with business objectives, and fosters a cultural continuous learning and development. In a fast paced corporate world, pausing for reflection might seem like a luxury, but in fact, it's a necessity for sustained growth and innovation. These practices can range from individual journalizing and meditation of a structured group discussion and organizational cause. These practices may be of critical thinking, like highlight areas for improvement, and can lead to a better decision making. For leaders, like self reflection is a particular crucial in a tool for self regulation as well, helping them to become more effective by understanding the leadership styles and impact on the team that organization's culture. It enables leaders to make more informed decisions that not only strategic but also empathetic, taking into account as well being development for their lives. Moreover, when a business environment champions reflection, it creates an atmosphere where feedback is valued, mistakes are viewed as learning opportunities, and employees at levels can be encouraged to grow personally and improve their employee morale day by day and with a fast innovation as well. Now let's talk about strengths and weaknesses. The main strengths and weaknesses which I have is design skills, my ability to create unique and appealing clothing design sets from a lot of competitors which I've seen so far. I have a lot of passion for fashion. My genuine passion for fashion fuels that creativity and drives my dedication to the clothing line. My market knowledge, my understanding, my fashion trends, my consumer preferences helps me create products that attract the target audience. Attention to my detail is a very keen detail that ensures my clothing line to maintain high quality and craftsmanships. My networking skills for sure is good, and to maintain relationship with suppliers, manufacturer, wholesalers, and professional strengthens the supply chain and enhances collaboration networks with great and wide opportunities. To talk about my weakness, I have very limited resources of clothing line, which I have to face like day-to-day challenges like financial expenses, the resources for marketing, production, and expansion for sure. The brand awareness to talk about, I struggle with a lot of low visibility and recognition in a highly competitive market and in the small world. The production with capacity to produce clothing line has been a very difficult challenge for me to reach the target customers due to a limited distribution channels like logistical constraints. Time management for sure is a various aspect of running clothing line because the customers preferences changes time to time with time constraints, and even competitors prioritize their time pricing as well. Now that I've covered with both strengths and weaknesses, now let's talk about my action plan to overcome my weaknesses. To overcome my weaknesses, first I would like to start with my brand awareness, to invest in marketing and branding efforts, to um, to source additional funding or investment to overcome limitations and support business growths. To my distribution channels may need to be diversified in such a way that need to be online marketers, boutique retailers, and pop-up shops, or even a wide reach of big audience group. Streamline production process, like to optimize production and process to increase effectively and efficiently, and to reduce costs and improve scalability, and to invest in skill development, to train the people around the fashion industry and to develop them, giving them various workshops, programs, and such as time management with the business operation as well. Building brand awareness is a strategic process that involves increasing the visibility and recognition of your brand among customers. Here, there's a step by step process where I have created a brand steps. Now, to talk about my portfolio learning outcomes, it gives a it gives a memorable brand image, design a distinctive logo, and reach the PR teams and media outreach. Get your brand mentioned in the media. Why write press releases like events, engage in community events, or even sponsorship activities like which aligns your brand value. So once you have your brand value, you can adapt yourself to the portfolio learning outcomes like referral programs, encourage your current customers to new trends to your programs, and increase brand awareness originally, like email marketing. Build an email list of customers and collect data and advertise them on TVs, radios, online printing, press, newspapers, and all those audience where your ads are most likely to see. And evaluate and adapt all these analytics to track the success of your brand. To talk about this, we need to closely look into the strategies we deploy, ensure like consistency across all channels and touch points. And the consistency reinforces and brand recognition and helps in building a strong brand image over time to time. Now, developing a brand story that connects an emotional level to all our audience is also building a brand awareness, which does not happen overnight, but it requires a strategic approach, a patience and consistency to the audience to know what the story is all about and to know what the brand has gone from time to time and their roadmap till today. Now, seeking about their funding opportunities for your clothing line involves exploring various sources and preparing a strong pitch to the investors, like potential investors, like a detailed approach to help you navigate the process and how much funding process is going to take your angel investors and things like that. Now, there are some individuals who provide some capital for startups, often in exchange for convertible. But the angel investors can also bring some valuable experience and networks to your business. Now, talking about this venture capital firms, is in early stage companies with high growth potential in exchange for equity, but they can also be very significant capital for your own self growth and strategic companies growth as well. But to have one in mind, has we need to network all the opportunities as good as possible. Now, to talk about small business grants, the private foundations and non-profit organizations that are typically non-repayable funds targeted at business with specific attributes such as sustainable practices, crowdfunding. Platforms like Kickstarters, Indigos allows you to raise funds directly from customers and enthusiasts by pre-selling products or even offering incentives. Or the best and the old ways are the bank loans. Like the traditional bank loans can provide the necessary capital to start your own business, though they might require you to submit few documents, but still there's a solid plan and often consider as a collateral thing. Now, your auxiliary statistics may be of funding, mentorship, resources in exchange for equity. These are designed to help startup growths and structured time framework. Be sure to pitch your structure properly and your business model and plans so that the funding is done right. Now, talking about the business model and marketing analysis, products offering marketing strategy and financial projections clearly accumulate how your clothing line is unique and especially focusing on sustainable product. Develop a deck to communicate your vision and strategy to the market and to the potential customers, of course, to highlight your team's expertise and their competitive advantage of how the sustainable clothing line can benefit out of that. Now, talking about the financial projections, again, we need to know what our networking outreach and what type of industrial events we're going to conduct. For example, for instance, we need to attend fashion industrial conferences, fashion walks, trade shows, networking events to meet potential investors and learn more about emerging trends and opportunities. Of course, online platforms like how we used to do, like Instagram, Shopify, utilize all these LinkedIn promotional and have a connection with all those professional social networks to connect with them, and maybe even to potential investors in an industrial expertise. And i would I would personally suggest you to go and have a direct contact which is of my type. And because when you meet a person directly, so the potential investor who has shown interest in fashion and sustainable will be like legal and lethal. And talking about the legal and regulatory consideration, you should meet all the regulatory and requirements which the government seeks for, which affects your funding and eligibility terms, your intellectual properties, like protect your design and brand through appropriate intellectual property rights. This adds value to your company and can be crucial in securing investments. And feedback from investors who pass on your opportunity to refine your pitch and your business model is a vital role. Now, to update your business plan and pitch, you should know these following steps you can effectively seek and success your competitive fashion industry. The main key points which I've listed here are like the key eco efficient stores, sustainable collection, recyclable fabrics and materials, water usage, utilities, digital integration and supply chain transparency. Now, drafting to a good business plan requires a combination of various personality traits to ensure trueness, creativity, strategic thinking, and effective communication. Here are some key personal traits that can attribute to crafting a successful business plan. With the first, we can talk about strategic thinking, analytical skills, attention to detail, communication skills, resilience, and leadership, risk management, passion, and determination. Let us now go into the detailed business framework on how building my own clothing line. My future plans are creating a business plan for a new clothing line which involves a business idea which is in the target market and detail the products which laying out the operational and the financial strategies. It offers a range of clothing items such as printed t-shirts, hoodies, jackets made of recyclable materials and fabrics. Mission statement of the company is like to provide fashion by embracing sustainability, and the target market is like the demographic and profiles of my ideal customers. My market needs are like specific needs of my target markets is like around 15 years to 45 years, so that my clothing line is fulfilled. Talking about the competitor analysis, my main competitor analysis, and need to check on their overview of the strengths and weaknesses. Once again, with the opportunity of social media marketing and their coloration and the threats, changing consumer preferences and counterfeiting issues like duplicating work, and sales and marketing strategy like social media influencers to promote our products, and partnership with and collaborating with different people, like how Adidas and Stussy collaborate, and advertisement and pop-up stores give up like window up displays on your new um, football legends, and keeping them on the icon on the front of the store may attract a lot of customers. And talking about market analysis, it needs to know what demographic and psychographic profiles of my ideal customers are, their marketing needs, specific needs of the target market, what I'm gonna do, and the development life cycle of my products and design. And design of the product is, of course, designing team is also a very crucial factor in the clothing line. And sourcing and manufacturing, where you get the products from, who are you gonna sell it to, from where you gonna ship it to, and who are your buyers gonna be, and what are the products offered, like detailed description of your clothing items like materials, styles, fabrics, and more, and so on. This structured plan outlines the key components necessary to present a comprehensive view of my clothing line to potential investors, partners, or even other stakeholders. And to talk about the main points of my future plans are to be short and precise. I'm gonna just tell about my competitive analysis, my main competitors, my opportunities, the threats, my sales and marketing strategy, the marketing approach, the sales strategy, and customer relationship management, CRM softwares like HubSpot, Salesforce, Zoho, CRM, etc. There are a lot of software these days, to promote your product and to know and to collect all the necessary data information of your potential customers. To conclude, my reflective practice in an invaluable tool for all of my business landscape. The journey of my building brand awareness is both a challenge and an exciting opportunity. It is about crafting a engaging or with a community and authentically and consisting presenting or brand across all platforms to foster recognition and loyalty. Let us remember that the brand value and the awareness is not just a sprint but a marathon for me. It requires patience, persistence, and keen understanding of ever-solving landscape and consumer interactions. Each step we take towards understanding our audience, their message, our message, and amplifying our voice, their voice, and bringing us closer to the hearts and minds of our consumer. As I conclude, I invite you all to reflect all the essence of my brand story and how we can share it to this world. Let's commit to this strategies and that will echo our brand's value, showcase our uniqueness, and connect us with an audience in meaningful ways. With a clear vision and a proactive approach, we will evaluate our brand in a new heights. And once again, thank you for your time and engagement today, guys. Today, let's embark on this continuous path of growth and discovery, and let the identity of a brand be a beacon that guides our collective efforts towards a future of success and recognition. Thank you.